I think the main benefit for families has been the support from other families, so the peer-to-peer drop-ins that we've put together as part of the Autism in Schools project. We go to schools and have family drop-ins, and I think from my own experience having a child with autism in a mainstream and one in a SEN school, I think the difference in a mainstream school is that you don't have that level of support around you that you do in a SEN school. So I think when we go in and we offer these parent groups, the peer-to-peer support that brings really gives parents that level of support that to find out what's out there in the borough. I think the other great thing for staff as well, talking about things in the borough, is the information that staff can get that they can then give on over to families. So we send like an update every month to Senkos in our schools, our Autism in schools, so that they can then have that knowledge and they feel empowered to help parents and direct them about what's available in the borough, what the local processes is. So, for example, what I don't know the autism pathway time is, or waiting for a report, that kind of thing. We can give that information. And a big thing in our secondary schools is about post-16 information. So if school staff know about that, they can help parents to go out and find what other things are available. And the other big thing that's been great about the project is the communication between staff and parents. I think putting a face to a name sometimes of a Senko. So our Senkos come to our parent peer-to-peer groups, and we've had like some really great small wins. So for example, a parent of a SEN parent, if a child gets a detention after school and you're sat at home waiting, and you don't know where that child is. So in one school, they recognise that and they now send a text to any parent of a child on the SEN register if they've got an after school detention, so that the parent knows that they're going to be late. And another one, for example, a parent came in and the child was suddenly not coming in on a Thursday, hated Thursday all of a sudden. The Senko then spoke to the PE lead and came back to the following meeting and said, something had happened on one of the PE lessons on a Thursday. He'd picked the wrong trousers up and been embarrassed. They sorted that out, put some new processes in place, and now he's fine on a Thursday. So it's just those really small things. And I think probably the last thing is the circle of information with strategic meetings. I lead on neurodevelopmental meetings for Wigan Parent Carer Forum, and I think it's great that we get a lot of information from parents and staff that we can then take to the strategic meetings that I attend. So it's like we're working with families and professionals to really make that change happen, and any information I get I then share with the hub at the forum. Leanne, you?
Yeah, so then any information you pass back to us, Louisa, we can then share with families and also feed that into the other strategic meetings that we're attending. And then likewise, if we're getting any feedback from parents from our drop-in sessions or our parent empowerment courses, we can feed that back to you to take to the developmental meetings.
That's it, isn't it? Yeah. So all the information that we're getting from families is fed up through us. So it's been brilliant.
Louisa, what's been the highlight for you being part of the project?
I think it's helping parents who come to you and say, "God, I thought I was on my own. I thought there was only me," and I think connecting parents in a mainstream school to each other, because that wasn't happening before this project, and I think empowering staff as well is a biggie, and then all of that then filters down to helping that child.
Louisa, what do you see as the future of the project? What do you think what any changes do you think would help benefit the developments of it?
I think expanding it, and I think in Wigan we've talked with the local authority a lot around putting together an offer that can go out to other mainstream schools that we're not in yet, so that the learnings from this project can be shared across other mainstream schools in the borough.